We've been chatting with local author Lori Rader Day, and we continue our conversation with your first book. Your first book came out of the box and did really well. It tackled a very scary topic that's been in the news too often, violence on a school campus. Can you tell us about The Black Hour?
Sure. The Black Hour is about Professor Amelia Emmett, who teaches sociology and, in fact, teaches the crime sociology. So she's really interested in the topic, but then she's a victim of campus violence. The student who hurt her, she didn't know him, and then he kills himself.
So she doesn't get any answers from him.
Right. She doesn't get any answers for him. And when the book starts, it's about 10 months later, and she's trying to pick up the pieces, go into the classroom again for the first time, except that students make her nervous now. So things are a little different. And then she is joined by a grad student who has a lot of interest in her case, too much interest.
So the two of them try to resolve what is kind of unresolvable since the young man killed himself.
Right. There's a mystery there, although it's not the kind of mystery you usually get. I think it's a why done it, because we know who did it, and that gentleman is no longer with them. So they have to, research a much different kind of crime. And in fact, it is resolved. I won't give any of the details, but there's more going on than
You're not going to tell us.
No, I want to.
Do we have to go buy your book?
No spoiler.
Spoiler alert,
No
spoiler alert.
spoiler.
When I'm reading, like if I'm reading about, say, one of the PBS shows or a book and it says spoiler alert, part of me wants to go in and find out what's going on, and the other part of me is like, no, I don't want to know.
You don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, I don't want to know. You wrote that book in two perspectives, from the standpoint of Dr. Amelia Emmett and from the standpoint of Nathaniel. Let's talk about biting off perhaps more than most new authors could chew.
Yeah, that was a big assignment for a first book. But in fact, it gave me a little leeway. It gave me a shape to the novel when maybe I didn't know how to write a novel. So Amelia is going to talk for 50 pages, and then I have to turn it over to Nathaniel. So therefore, I can't dilly-dally. I have to get to the story.
Did you wake up one morning and you say, today Dr. Emmett is going to tell the story?
Kind of. You have to start, that whoever's talking, I have to say, well, I have to figure this piece out before I get Nathaniel to talk again. So it did sort of help me tell the story.
And you had a publisher, how quickly?
Fairly quickly, within a few months. I have an agent who works with that part, but I found my agent pretty quickly, and then she found my publisher.
Well, and I hope that through this interview that more people will find you, because your books are phenomenal.